Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your August 2020 work, career and finance reading. I'm going to get straight into it. I just wanted to say, as always, thank you for your ongoing support. My subscriber list is growing by the moment, and I love the fact that you're all joining me in this journey because it is a new channel. As you know, it's a couple of months old now, probably 3 months maybe, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for that. I'm on a mission, Capricorn, because I need another 11 subscribers to get to 200. Yes, it's that newer channel. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed already, I would love you to join me and show some support. And if you enjoy the reading, then please click the like, because that will help to get the videos seen more often. One more thing, just to let you know that the love readings for August will be out within the next week. So please make sure you click the notification bell as well, so that you don't miss the love reading if you're interested in watching that. So let's get started, Capricorn. Spirit, we're with Capricorn, please. What messages do we have for Capricorn for August 2020 regarding their work, career, finance, please? What's the overarching energy for Capricorn? Okay. We have adjustments are required. This one, please. We have you are good enough. Do we want that one? We do. We have nothing yet is set in stone. Is there another one, Spirit? Sometimes they give me 3, sometimes they give me 4 at this stage. So let's see. Is there another one, Spirit, please, for Capricorn? No? Yeah, okay. A time for healing. Okay, let me just make sure I've got them in camera shot. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, Capricorn, let's start with these and then we're going to lay some tarot. So during the month of August, you may find that some adjustments are required. You may find that you need to approach things in a slightly different way. In a way, that's no great surprise, is it? Because people who are returning to work following the well, I can't say following the pandemic because it's still with us, but you know what I mean. People who are returning to work following lockdown, I should say, are having to work in quite a different way depending on what line of work you're in. So, you know, in August, it's likely to continue in that vein. So, you know, there may be adjustments of a different type, and when we lay the tarot, we'll see what they tell us there. It may be that, you know, you may be required to take on some different roles, some different responsibilities in a way, and you may be having a little bit of self-doubt here, Capricorn, because Spirit are wanting you to know that you are good enough. So even though these adjustments are needed, and I don't get the feeling they're anything major, but, you know, just tweaks to the way that you're working, the way you're doing things. You may be just a bit uncertain about things because they're different to how they used to be. But Spirit want you to know that whatever comes up in the month of August, you'll handle it, Capricorn. You're good enough. You know, they want you to have that inner belief, that inner... not even, I was going to say strength, and yeah, to a degree strength, but it's not like anything major is going to be thrown your way. They're certainly not telling us that at the moment, and it's not the energy I'm picking up. It's just that things are going to be slightly different. You're going to be asked to do maybe some additional responsibilities and, you know, but it's not going to be heavy. I don't feel a heavy energy here at all. So, you know, go forward with confidence in August, Capricorn, because, you know, you can handle it, basically. And things aren't going to be like it forever. You know, nothing's set in stone. We're all having to adapt to the changes that are going on in the world at the moment. Crazy 2020, and you know, there's been a lot of adapting, a lot of adjustments that, you know, all of us have had to make. But the fact that they're saying nothing is yet set in stone suggests that, you know, they're saying this is a temporary thing. You know, we're having to make these adjustments for now, but it's temporary. Interesting, the additional card they gave us was that this is a time for healing. So yes, you know, basically this feels like a collective energy card. You know, at the moment we're being asked to put the world back on its feet. Blimey, that sounded heavy, didn't it? We're going to put the world back on its feet. But, you know, as individuals, we're all cooperating here. We're all working together to get things rolling again, to get, you know, economies back and working, to continue to support those in our communities who are vulnerable, you know, to support our healthcare workers, all those sorts of things. So, you know, I don't feel that this is a personal message just for you, Capricorn, even though it has come up in your reading, but it's a reminder that, you know, these are temporary adjustments. It will eventually right itself, and whatever comes up in August, you're going to handle it anyway, Capricorn. So there's nothing for you to worry about. Let's see what Tarot have to tell us. Let's see what other information there is. Spirit. What are the adjustments that Capricorn are going to have to make or deal with? Apologies, deal with during the month of August, please. Okay. Ooh, we have Hermit energy. We have Chariot. Nice. We have the Knight of Wands. I don't know, Capricorn, whether or not you've been worrying about things. Sorry, I'm just wrestling with my cards. But I don't know whether you've been worrying about things generally. There's a feeling here that you're feeling quite uncertain about things. Let me go through these 4 cards first. I was going to lay all 8, but I want to go with these 4 cards first because I'm picking up certain energies from them. I get the feeling that during the month of August, you may be missing the sort of social aspects of work. You may be missing the interaction with people as it used to be. When the Hermit comes up in readings, I usually talk about, you know, taking time out for yourself, but I don't feel that with this card in this particular spread. The energy that came out from this card was about you feeling that you're a bit removed from, you know, how things were. And these are probably the adjustments that they were talking about in the first row. That, you know, maybe you had work before that was quite sociable. Maybe your interactions were, you know, quite sort of, they've just said physical. You know what I mean? It may be, you know, that it's just sort of, you're used to having lots of people close to you during your working life, your, you know, hustle and bustle and interaction. And it feels like you're going to feel quite sort of removed from that energy, really. And that's the adjustment that they're asking you to make. You know, again, we're all being asked to make those adjustments because we can't, you know, obviously be in close quarters with work colleagues and things at the moment, but for some reason they're highlighting it for you, Capricorn, because it's almost like this is something that you're going to feel you're really missing and you're not quite sure how you're going to handle it. But this is why they're saying you will handle it. You know, things are going to move forward fairly quickly. Wherever the Chariot card appears, it shows forward movement. You know, there are various directions that you could go in, but you know which direction to go in. And again, this is them saying you are going to handle it. You are good enough to handle this, Capricorn. So whatever is required from you in your working life, you know, you'll handle it. And they've already said it's not set in stone. And that's because things are constantly moving forward. Okay? They're asking you to view it as a bit of an adventure. The Knight of Wands is all about sort of taking, I'm trying to find the right words then. I had so many sentences go through my head. I'm like, oh. But yeah, the Knight of Wands is he likes adventure. He likes to, you know, move forward with passion. He likes to go and explore, you know. And what they're saying here is, you know, these they're not, maybe they're self-doubts. I don't know, that doesn't feel the right sort of word either, but you know, maybe the sort of questioning you're doing about how things are going to work out, how it's going to move forward, and all those sorts of things. They're saying, you know, you don't need to worry about that because this is temporary, and you know, treat it like some sort of adventure. You know, if you like, treat your new work circumstances or the adjustments you've had to make as the dragon that's on top of the volcano, you know, breathing fire. You know, that's your, and this is you on your adventure, on your adventurous path. I love that analogy. It's almost like you sort of riding the wave, you know, riding your way through it because you know that you can, Capricorn, this newfound confidence. That's the energy they want you in, rather than this energy of, you know, wondering how things are going to be. Treat it as an adventure, Capricorn. I love that, you know. And yes, we did say it's a time for healing. And, you know, unusually I said this was like a collective card, this, because, you know, it is about sort of everybody doing their bit to put the world back on its feet. And it feels like, you know, you're going to know what is right. You know, this is the Judgment card, but you can see this person is happily going along, making her decisions, moving forward, you know, on the path that she's chosen. So, you know, be confident, basically, because the call you make is going to be the right one. You're going to be making the right judgment for yourself moving forward, Capricorn. Let's see what else. What other messages for Capricorn, please? We have the Eight of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the Empress. Very nice. Yeah, you see, we have the Fool. That is no surprise to me at all. No surprise. They're saying, you know, Capricorn, you have what it takes, okay? Whatever is thrown at you work-wise during the month of August, you have what it takes. We've already said that. But if you look at these three cards, they're saying adjustment is required. They're saying, yes, you may miss out on sort of social interaction and being close to people in the workplace and, you know, or the hustle and bustle of the office if you're working from home. You know, whatever it is, you'll know what applies to you, what resonates with you. Obviously, it's a general reading, but, you know, it will resonate with different people in different ways. But what they're saying is, you know, they want you to look at the positives of these changes at the moment, knowing that they're going to be transitory, because they don't want you feeling stuck in a cycle. They don't want you feeling stuck and feeling sort of left out in a way, or feeling isolated, because it's about what's going on in your mind and whether you're looking at things positively or negatively. I always draw people's attention to this girl in the Circle of Swords, because she has her wrists bound, but actually there's no knot tying the ends of the rope or ties or whatever they are. She could quite easily untangle her wrists, take off her blindfold and walk out from between the swords. There's a little bluebird up here bringing her a message, trying to advise her that actually you can actually step outside. You know, there's freedom here. You can actually walk away. Nothing is tying you to this Circle of Swords apart from what is in your mind, what you're thinking, and what you're, you know, allowing to sort of worry you, really. So, again, it's a warning from Spirit. They just want you to know that during August, they want you to go with the flow, Capricorn, because, you know, worrying about things and worrying about how things are going to be You've got the ability to control whether you worry about that or not. We know that everything's going to be transitory. We know that we're all in this together, and we know that things are moving forward. And they say, if you really think hard enough, or you know, take some time to actually get in touch with your feelings and your emotions, intuitively, you know that this is only temporary. You know that if you view things slightly differently, then things will feel a lot more positive, you know. I think in your heart of hearts, you know that things are moving forward. Okay? Even if you are a bit apprehensive about the changes that you may have to deal with in your workplace. You know, obviously, for those of you that have a business, there may be adjustments there will be adjustments you've had to make in your working life as well. As I said, just apply it in the way that it applies to your situation. And let me know in the comments what resonates. But the High Priestess is a very intuitive person. She knows where she's at. She doesn't suffer fools gladly, and you can't get one over on her either, you know. I mean, she very in touch with her psychic side, very in touch with spirit, you know, knows intuitively what's what, really. So, you know, you are going to know, if you really look deep inside, Capricorn, if you have any of these doubts coming up, you know, it's time to go into High Priestess thinking, because, you know, connect with that part of you that knows that actually everything's going to be fine. You know, I love the fact that we've got the High Priestess and the Empress next to each other. The Empress, again, Queen of the castle, really. You know, you can't get much higher than an Empress. You know, the Empress is nurturing, the Empress is loving, she's surrounded by abundance, you know, and you also will know when it's time to have that self-care. So if you look at these three cards, they've moved you on, Capricorn, from feeling quite negative and staying stuck to using your intuition, to leading yourself to a better place and concentrating on self-care, in terms of nurture, in terms of taking the lead in looking after yourself, okay? So, you know, again, it's about how you view things during the month of August, but everything is actually okay. You know, you're more than capable of dealing with whatever is thrown your way. And you're actually okay here. The only thing that will get in your way is any sort of negative thinking, Capricorn. Okay? And this is why they're saying, view it as an adventure and be kind to yourself. Okay? And when I said it was no great surprise that the Fool had come up in this position, you know, we have you making good judgments. We have you being able to assess a situation and being able to move forward quite happily. And here's you feeling confident enough to take a leap of faith. You know, the Fool is not, the Fool is somebody who's quite happy to take a leap forward, you know, and to trust that, like I said, I keep saying the same sentence and I'm very aware of that. So I do apologise, but they keep saying it to me in my head. And it feels like it's the message that you need to hear for August. Whatever you're going through in your work situation in August is temporary. It's a transition. And so towards the end of August, you're going to be ready to take some sort of leap of faith because you're going to be feeling a lot more confident. I think once you get into the rhythm of work in a new way of working, and it becomes sort of second nature, you'll be feeling a lot more confident. You know, it's very hard, isn't it, for those of you who've been off work for a long time to get back into a routine, especially when things are changing and we have to make adjustments. But, you know, you've got what it takes, Capricorn. you know, the underlying message here, as far as I can read, is that, you know, Spirit are saying, just go with the flow, Capricorn, you know, be confident, know that you can handle anything, you know, and, you know, you are going to reach the stage where you're going to be feeling at peace, you're going to be feeling ready to just take a step forward, because you're going to have that confidence again. So, you know, if you, any hesitance you're feeling, just put it to one side, basically. And I know that's easy to say, but not so easy to do. But you are going to be okay, Capricorn. There's nothing here that is particularly untoward. You know, you're going to manage your situation, your working situation, perfectly. And again, you know, for those of you who aren't actually in employment at the moment, but are looking, or perhaps you've lost a job and you're looking for a job, you know, it may be that you need to change your focus a little bit on what it is you're looking for, but to remain positive. Don't keep yourself trapped thinking, you know, I've got no job, because that keeps yourself trapped in a negative cycle. You know, they want you to know you are good enough and things are moving forward, and intuitively you'll know what's right for you. This isn't going to go on forever. You know, treat it as an adventure, treat it as a fabulous new opportunity to start something new, you know, or go into a different line of work. Okay. But, you know, whatever, this is a time, as we said, for communal healing across the world. And actually, you know, you are going to be making some good decisions and be confident enough to take a new step. So, you know, whether you're employed or you're not employed at the moment, it's all looking really positive for you, Capricorn. Right, I'm going to get a message from Spirit, because this usually ties things together. And this is the Messages from Spirit deck by John Holland. Okay. So, I'm going to put those there for a second. They've given us the Ancestral Wisdom card, which is interesting. Let's see what it says. I'll read it to you because sometimes the writing is very pale on the camera. So it says, "We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world." Okay, so, you know, if ever you're feeling a bit hesitant, or you're feeling, you know, some self-doubt, or you have some self-worth issues, know that your ancestors, you know, they walked this path before you, and, you know, the position you're in, they would have walked a similar path in history, basically. And, you know, they're guiding you, they're with you, and they will continue helping you from the spirit world. And this is why Spirit are asking you to key into your intuition during the month of August, whenever you have any self-doubt. Because as you tune into your intuition, Capricorn, you will be connecting with your ancestors as well. And they're there to support you. Right, okay, I'm going to draw that to a close. I'm keeping the work readings quite short this time, because Spirit have been very succinct in their message delivery. So like I said, if you are interested in the love readings, they'll be out next week, so look out for those. Please help me get my other 11 subscribers to get me 200. I get so excited. And if you've enjoyed the reading, please tick like. And oh, I meant to say, Capricorn, if any of you would like to access a private reading, I deliver my private readings via video. I don't do live readings at the moment due to some health issues, actually. So I am doing video recorded readings only, but if you're interested in booking one of those, please check the description box below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, have a lovely August, and I will speak to you soon. Take care, Capricorn. Bye.